Today's topic, somebody we've collabed with recently put out a video saying, I have cancer. If you guys aren't familiar, mediocre tutorial and reviews, someone you're familiar with as well. We talk offline. He runs a YouTube channel. He's been on the come up. And he put out a video today talking about how he was diagnosed with cancer, testicular specifically. Essentially what happened was he felt a lump down there, didn't think much of it, ended up going to the doctor sometime after for his yearly checkup. The doctor felt the lump but said, it's probably nothing. But he said, hey, listen, I still want to just schedule an ultrasound just to check. Scheduled the ultrasound. There's some complications there. But eventually a urologist looks at him and was like, yes, we're probably going to have to remove your right testicle because that lump that you felt is like a 2-centimeter mass, and you have testicular cancer. So now he's just coping with the news and how it's affected him. If you guys want, I'm going to link his video in the original, and you guys should go check it. I've been thinking about this pretty often ever since, I think when it comes to men in general, medical checkups are just not encouraged, nor is it something that we do. Partially because of the distrust in the medical system, partially because of what we learned from our heritage, and as men, just fucking handle it. But there's a general want to not go to the hospital, even if you're in pain or dealing with stuff. I'll get over it. And as I've gotten older, I've had the unfortunate experience of having to witness a lot of people in my life die from preventable diseases because they don't get checkups. That isn't to say that had they gone, they 100% would have caught it, but it definitely raises your likelihood. And this issue is compounded for black folks because of the fact that, one, there's a distrust there on top of it, but also because we are much more prone to certain disease and at younger ages. For example, prostate cancer. We are supposed to go get ourselves checked 5 to 6 years before everyone else is for the recommended times. We're at higher risk for blood pressure, diabetes, a lot of these different things. Sleep apnea is also similar. There's a bunch of things that we are more at risk for. And we're also less likely to go to the hospital. So the mortality rate rises from there. And I've just had to witness people, and my community lose pillars, lose some of the most important members within that community to preventable diseases. Not because the medication's not out there, not because the cure wasn't out there, not because they didn't have access to fund, but because they were the type of folks who just did not like going to the hospital. We already have a lack of mentors, and there's like a certain sadness, both in the fact that I also engage in that behavior, but also knowing that we are lacking and sometimes we contribute to that lack within our own communities. The risks are very real. The risks are very real. The effort required to remedy that risk is very minimal, and we often still don't do it. I'm happy the brother went. I'm happy that it can probably get taken care of, and I'm wishing him the speediest recovery, and I hope it goes well. But to everyone else who's watching at home, please go get yourself checked. Even if it's your only yearly checkup, even if you're just doing at least the bare minimum, please. Because if you won't do it for you, do it for those around you who need you, right? For the family that you want to start or have already started, for the wife that you want to continue to support, the kids that you want to watch over, the mother, the family members that you want to support, the people who need you. This is part of those responsibilities. I had a scary experience. I have a hereditary condition. My dad has it. I have it. Sleep apnea. Now, most people are familiar with it. It's, in my family, it's very, very severe to the point where I remember up until like I was like 25, 26, like I would just pass out. I would just pass out on buses. I would pass out standing. I would pass out driving. It was really getting to a scary point. And there's a cure. There's a remedy for it. There's a machine that you could use. But I was too stubborn because in my family, you just don't do that.
And what happened when you finally got that machine?
Yeah, man, it changed my life.
What made you take that machine?
Man, you know what? I'll probably get into it a different day. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I've just lost a lot of people that are close to me to preventable stuff, and I just don't want it to be the same situation for you guys. So, take care of yourselves, and I'll probably let you go because I think you have a lot you want to say.
I don't really have a lot to say. There's not a lot to say. It's the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do. Too many people go, and you don't even know why. And you think you're tough until some shit happened to you, some shit scary happens to you. You know, I got good genes. I look young. For cancer, I don't have that good of genes. You know, mom had cancer, dad had cancer. I don't say if, I say when. But I get checked. It's funny in my community because, especially in my community, a lot of Haitian people are nurses, work in the health. But when it comes to them, they don't do anything about it. They don't talk about it either. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about mental health. We don't talk about health. We don't talk about none of that. We don't take the proper precautions as well, you know, in our food and what we eat. Something that we gotta do. I mean, I'm nobody for that. I'm nobody to tell you that, but at the end of the day, choice is yours, but something that you have to do. That's it. Oh, and mediocre. Godspeed, bro. You already know you can always talk to us whenever, so let us know.
Yeah. Just go, guys. Just go. Your loved ones want you to go. We want you to go. You want to be okay. It won't kill you to go.
No, I'm fine. I'm good. But when it's too late, whew,
yeah,
you wish you would have done something else.
And sometimes we're willing to spend our money on frivolous things, but for things like tests and thoughts, all of a sudden we can't. And look, I'm not saying the healthcare system's great.
No.
I'm definitely not one to say that. But even for the people who do have financial access, at least oftentimes still don't go.
Yep.
Please. How many more folks do we have to lose to this kind of stuff? Also, pass that message on to your kids. Encourage them to look into these things. Right? Yeah, that's all, man. So, I don't want to make this one too long. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below if you have any stories you guys would like to share. But we would love to hear from you guys on this topic. And yeah, as far as mediocre goes, we're wishing you well, brother.
Do muito que eu li, do pouco que eu sei, nada me resta, a não ser a vontade de te encontrar. O motivo já nem sei, nem que seja só para estar.